Today is the day we are gonna drive our NASCAR powered drift truck around town.
Hold on. Last time, within like 4 minutes, he got pulled over for modified exhaust.
Yeah, but let's hope today's different. My dad and I have a very special episode for you guys today. We are working on the Toyota Tacoma that a lot of you guys may have seen in the video game Forza. A lot of you guys probably seen this thing shredding at 10,000 RPMs, or a lot of you guys may have seen the build of it on our TV show Discovery Channel. Pops, why don't you take away with what's actually happening today?
Well, I know Brad reached out because we thought about changing the motor because we really couldn't rebuild it because it's all proprietary to Toyota. So
and we wouldn't have been able to afford the rebuild is the most important part to that.
So the great thing is we reached back out to Toyota TRD and they completely went through it, rebuilt it, and which I'm excited because this thing sounds like a damn raped ape. I mean, it's maybe a bad analogy.
We recently made an episode pulling the engine out of the truck, asking you guys, hey, should we do like a 2JZ? And we got on the phone with my buddy Kyle, and we really educated ourselves, and that was kind of our plan, was to go the 2JZ route in the Toyota. We thought it would be a perfect fit. We built a relationship with TRD and Toyota, and they supported us for the second time on the truck. So the very exciting news that we have today is the TRD Cup Car motor is actually going back in the Toyota, and this motor, you guys, is, well, you can't even buy this engine, put it that way.
Once we get it in running, we're going to go back out with Toyota TRD, and we're going to actually show you guys how we're going to tune this thing.
This is probably the biggest change that we've done to this truck. Now, this is the clutch we run in the truck is a 7 1/4 triple disc, and this is kind of what we have to run. My dad's going to explain why. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing.
The good thing is it works. The bad thing is you can't slip it at all. This is almost brand new, this clutch. And look at how much material's on there. I mean, there's hardly nothing. So you slip the clutch one time, maybe 2 times, maybe 3, and you're yanking the tranny out and replacing this. So we got a new ceramic clutch, which is an expensive clutch.
And by the way, we have no idea what's gonna happen.
We don't even know if it's gonna work. The second part, like Brad's saying, is gonna be fun because it's gonna be a full test with this thing all out. I'll probably be driving, so it looks better.
Dad, first off, that's a whole nother episode in itself because everyone on here would laugh, including me, watching you drive this truck.
Let's just do a quick time lapse because this is boring putting the engine in. We'll go through the whole thing. We might have a couple other little things that we pop in and say, but hey, at the end of the episode, the testing, the tuning, me burning out, showing Brad how it's done, it's gonna be the best part of the episode.
So let's get to the time lapse. So that pretty much is everything as far as the engine goes. Man, that's a lot on it.
Yeah, but you know, what did it take us? 3 hours?
Yeah.
To get everything hooked up on the motor?
It's also taken us a while just because we're making sure everything's zip tied perfect, making sure none of the lines are rubbing or anything like that. One very important thing that I've been wanting to do since we built the truck is put header wrap on everything. Not only is it gonna kind of protect it, you can see it's kind of oxidized a little bit. I'll have to clean this up, but it's gonna keep the temps down a lot. This truck is so small and it's got so many compact things packed into it, from wiring to plumbing to all the panels on the truck and everything. This is probably my favorite looking one. I did a sample right here. So Cool It makes this. This is a carbon wrap, and I just think not only it looks awesome, it's gonna keep a lot of the temps down. You can see, doesn't it look way better?
That's my favorite looking wrap.
Yeah.
Plus it is just badass.
So I just get done and I want to share something funny with you guys. One, this was so satisfying doing, just trying to make it perfect. And I'm sitting here and my dad.
The only reason it's satisfying is because you're making our exhaust look like a chick. Putting a G-string on it. There you go, Mr. Satisfying.
So I was all excited and I was showing my dad, because I was like, man, I folded the edges of this. Man, look. He's like, why didn't you do a G-string?
Well, did you answer?
Do you guys think it looks like a G-string or no? If it looks like a G-string, I can't ever look at this exhaust the same in my life. One cool thing we did on this truck is we wanted one lug nut. So this is the lug nut that actually holds on the entire wheel. And you can see now, looking at the wheel, where that would go. So we could pull off the wheels really easy. Right now it's lifted up on the hoist, but this entire truck has air jacks. What's up, guys? Today, well, no, just roll it down. He's rolling it back up. What are you doing? Anyways, I was trying to talk to you guys, but we have a few things, a few variations what we're doing. This is a dry sump engine, which means it carries a lot of oil. We have 5 gallons of oil. Mobile One, if you guys are watching, I need a sponsorship because this was really expensive. But anyway, we're gonna fill it with oil, and then my dad's got a contraption here that not a lot of people may have seen, so he's gonna kind of show you guys that. We're just gonna kind of run through this real quick, but it is scary starting an engine for the first time. Again, it's been 3 years that we took it out, put it in, hopefully all the fittings and everything were perfect. We double, triple checked everything, but it is still scary, and especially firing up an engine like this because it's very specialized. So Pops, are you using a trash can, or?
Well,
seems very clean.
We usually have problems on LS motors, believe it or not, for bleeding the system, for the water system. So I'm not even sure who showed us this. This doesn't even make any sense. We actually take a vacuum on the existing coolant system, and it sucks all this fluid through the motor, and when it's full, it stops taking it, and there's 0 air bubbles in the system.
Did he teach you to use a trash can? So if you guys are watching at home and you're about to bleed your system, grab the dirtiest trash can you have.
It was actually a new trash can, and it's nice and
doesn't
clean,
look new.
And I wiped it out.
He's getting a little flustered. You see that? I'm calling him out.
Well, that's because you're calling me out.
All right, let's get this thing filled up here. So with this being a dry sump system, check out this belt right here. This belt is going right off the crank to the oil pump. Well, what's cool with the dry sump is you can actually pull off the belt, and you see there's a little bolt hex head on here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a drill, and we could actually fully prime the whole oil system, completely build oil pressure through the entire engine before we actually fire it up. That is what is cool about having a dry sump system like what's on this truck. So let me grab a drill and I'll show you guys how we could actually build the oil pressure and get this thing ready to fire up. So what'll be cool about this is I'll start turning the actual pump, and then we'll also overlay, we'll put a camera over there, and you guys can watch the oil pressure build up. That's kind of sick. Pretty cool. We run 118 octane in this truck. That's what TRD basically told us to use. It's very high octane, very good fuel. It's very expensive though. So I think last time we bought this, and it's been 3 years, I think it was like $11 a gallon. So I can only imagine what it is now. But we're gonna top it off. This is the last thing until we fire up. So let's get some fuel in this bad boy. Look at this fuel. It's like literally blue. Can you see it?
Yep, that's sick. Oh, that smells delicious.
Oh yeah, this is some pure fuel right here. Last time I drove this was at Hoonigan. Check out a few of these shots. So I'd imagine that it's probably, I bet it's 10 or 15 gallons that I use at Hoonigan, would be my guess. I remember all those guys were so excited. When I pulled this out, they're all like, Micah was out there, the King was out there, Hurt was out there. They all took a ride in the truck. It was a good time. Hurt loved it. He's like, bro.
This is my favorite truck because this thing just sounds wicked. Oh, speaking of wicked, that's my dog, my wife. Hey, baby.
So what we're gonna do right now is I'm just gonna engage the starter and just make sure everything's meshed and everything's good. And then really all we gotta do is we gotta just put some fuel into the carb and we're ready to fire the sucker up. We're full of oil, full of water. That's it. Let's just pray everything goes smoothly. This is always the scariest part. Ready?
Yeah. Sounds good. All right, turn the fuel on. Let me see where the fluid level is here.
Hours later. All right, are we good to fire? Why do I feel scared?
All right, give it a couple pumps here.
Why do I feel scared right now? Carburetor, change a few things on it, get the levels right. But man, I am so excited. It's been so long since this truck's been fully dialed in, and hearing it now, I haven't even revved it up. When you guys hear this thing revved up, it's one of the most unique sounds you'll ever hear. 10,000 RPM just revved out. Sounds like the motor's just gonna blow up. So I'm really excited. Today is a good day for my dad dying. I just can't wait to drive this thing. So let's let it warm up and give it a few revs.
I love this. Aside of everything we do, I'd rather just do this all day long. The sound, the smell of that high octane fuel.
I'm fired up right now. What license plate is it? Is it the CY, the DB, or the CP one? Let's go! So we just found out some pretty shitty news. I don't know how to even think about what just happened, but long story short, someone somehow, my dad's on the phone right now, someone somehow literally stole the title and VIN number to the Tacoma. We were on the phone, and we just got the license plate, and our tags, they're from 2021. That's how long it's been since we've driven the truck. And anyway, we shot the people in Montana where the truck's registered an email to try and figure out, hey, where's our tags? Because we haven't, honestly, I don't know if we lost them or what. And we got news that they said, well, you guys don't even own that truck. So at this point, this all happened off camera. So I don't really know where we're at. My dad's been talking on the phone and emailing, so we'll go check in with him. But I don't even know. Let's figure out what's going on. So what's going on?
So since we haven't registered, I never really thought about it. We haven't registered since 10/21, right? Mm-hmm. So we go to get the tags. So I send over the just the registration like I normally do. And I said, can you get me the tags? And then at least just email me a copy of the registration, and then we go take it for a ride. She writes back and says, look, it looks like this one was titled in California on 10/13/22, and is no longer an MT system. So I emailed her over the title, and I'm like, hold on. And I got her to call me back. She's looking at the title, and she goes, oh, okay, I understand, but it looks like, or appears like, either you sold the truck or someone stole your VIN number. And so I got the title right here. I never sold nothing. So all she could pull up, the only thing she could see is this piece of paper. It has no one's names on it.
What is that?
It shows our truck VIN number registered in California on 10/13/22.
That's not even possible.
We can't even drive the truck. We have no title on the truck. No, hold on. We have a title on the truck. We have no registration on the truck. And she goes, well, this...
Well, how would that happen? We already had that in Montana. That's what I don't get.
She said someone fraudulently got our VIN number and pulled the VIN number and somehow did the paperwork and put that VIN number on another truck. I don't even know where to start on it. All I know is we can't drive the truck because I can't even get a piece of paper saying that we have a registration even though we have a title. I don't even know where to start. Long story short, we can't even drive the truck. We can't even do what we're going to do. And then now we got to try to figure out how to even go about trying to find out.
Can they give us like a temporary something?
Brad, it's not in there. They can't give us nothing. I don't even know where to start on it. She gave me an email. So now I got to forward this email that I sent her to the fraud department in Montana.
And how long is this going to take?
I don't have a clue. It's going to take longer than, it's probably going to take who knows how long. Because they're going to have to open up a fraud case in California.
I don't even know how to end the episode or continue the episode, either one. We've been so excited to drive this truck, and it's all brand new parts. We got thankful to have TRD help us with the motor and everything, and this is probably the worst news that could ever happen. Someone stole our truck.
I have no idea what to even do, so we'll figure it out, and then we'll get back to it.
So much for driving the truck.
Well, things happen.
At this point, we'll just kind of keep you guys updated. We have no updates, and this sucks.